Baba wach kaka wacho, padri mami patise wanyalo wacho ni, kata judge malicha henya. Tije adwa gonero kamano ni kech ne itimo chir moa kuom baba ni. Kendo no maki moteri nyaka iyali mana Kajiado. Kendo chieng'o no king nen Gerald Otieno Kajwang'. Kineno Constitution ma Kenya, the first 3 words. Ngamano popularize those 3 words. We the people. We the people. Gerald Kamora Moramo the Toajan, we the people. Taira Ilamolo Dingo Kelonogi Moroni devolution. To devolution no Moses Kajwang' ma senator. Eja kom kendi yunjo gima Governor Muridhi wacho. Kendo ngeni kain kanye chopo nyim Moses. Oger, he knows his work. Kendo kisungu be wacho maonge and shoot mang'eny go ma. Wacho kaka o dictionary. Omiyo wagoero kamano ni family ma jaduong'. Omiwa thuondi. So nitie gimoro manyaka wach kae, and I want to say it in the English language. When Matiba was arrested and detained, was he with Ruto or with Raila Amolo Odinga? Was Ruto there? When Rubia was arrested and detained from Muranga, ametoka Muranga, walikuwa watu wa Muranga wote. Ngamono mark give these two patriots, Nen Raila Amolo Odinga. Sasa rafiki wa Kikuyu alikuwa ni Ruto ama Raila Amolo Odinga?
Raila.
Alikuwa Raila ama Ruto?
Raila.
And when Matiba was in England and thinking about coming back to this country and what role to play, the channel he was using all the time was Raila Amolo Odinga. To jok mawacho ni Raila oknyal yudo kura Mount Kenya, koro governors mo biro kae mo neno ka. Jogi dwa biro kae mo ubro war. Godno agwamo muke. Godno agwamo idhe. To Ruto omilira mila sani to sami bro kwano kura kore kong'eyo na hakujua yeye. Finally, I'm asking my brother, the leader of minority in the National Assembly, together, me and you. I have seen today a committee of the National Assembly has brought Matiang'i to give evidence on this Turkish man. And I want the media to note that since this man was deported, there has been no statement of protest from the Turkish embassy. No note of protest or from the Turkish government because they know his habits. But it has been established that the working documents, the working permit rather, this Turkish man had was a forged permit. Number 2, it has been established that this is a process of money laundering. How can you have business in Uganda instead of leaving Turkey and going to Uganda directly? You pass through Nairobi. They were trying to create a network for money laundering. And, you know, I saw Ramaphosa giving evidence before a commission in South Africa. Kaluma, we must summon Ruto before the parliamentary committee to speak on these matters and give us an answer if he's being truthful. Angene mano kwa makregi Mbadi Nyang. Yeah. Let him come before that parliamentary committee, both in the Senate and the National Assembly. But I think it has started in the National Assembly. Mondowane thone no kamotere. Watch Mogig. Raila Amolo Odinga does not sit in cabinet. Does not sit in cabinet. Raila does not sit in the National Security Committee. It is Ruto who sits in those institutions. Kangato dwaro kelo lokrok ni jopiny. Kata higa achiel, 1 year. 1 year is a long time in the life of a government. I want to say without a fear of contradiction, the language that Ruto is using is the language of autocrats, of dictators in the making. If you had how Mobutu used to campaign, cheating common people with stolen money, it was the same language which is being used by the party of William Samoei Ruto. If you go to Haiti, there used to be a dictator in Haiti called Duvalier. The language is the same language. And the way he wants to radicalize the young people, the person who was best at radicalizing young people was no other than Adolf Hitler. So we got to be very careful. And akwayo ni Nyasaye okonyowa ni nwakaw manyasi machir to sani koro Jehova be miwauru manyasi mwadi go kawo go serikal ka Raila Amolo Odinga dhi kawo muhuma ni mimi angeni ko ma ni joma nyalo chier no ber mang'eny to joma nyalo tho kambadi be no ber mang'eny yaw adier ni mitane agojo nyaka ngong. But we pray to God that that happens. I wanted to report we had a very good meeting 2 days ago with no less than 15 members of parliament from the mountain. And Moses and TJ, they said next time they would have organized themselves better. They were being led by Mheshimiwa Kioni. But in that meeting they asked, when they go to the mountain, as one team, we should join them in the mountain. When we come to the lake, they should join us as a team. When we move as a party, the biggest party in the land, ODM, let us move with them together. And what God has wished for his people in Kenya, I know it will come to pass. Gimago, ye na urumonu kura lung Jacodondo. 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 Where?
Why go parando? Ah, yeah.